Hello everybody, it's me, Jessica, and I've got my pal Grogu here, and you know what that means. It's time for my favorite time of the month, the deck of panning update. This project was created by Emily from Emily and Max, who I always have linked in the description box down below, so I give her all the credit for creating this super fun project. And this is not an adorable little alien in a pod, it's actually a pack of cards disguised as a little adorable alien in a pod. And I'm really excited to bring in some new items this month, so I had this nice and handy because we have some rollouts. I'm going to update you on all of the different makeup items that I've been working on during the course of this project. You know how makeup panning updates go, I'm assuming. If by some chance you are new to panning content, welcome to the rabbit hole. Enjoy the fall. This first item has been in the project since January. I rolled it in for a Black King, which is an item that already has a pan. So I decided to reach for this bronzer from Hourglass. This is their ambient lighting bronzer, and I have the shade Radiant Bronze Light. I've had this bronzer for years. I absolutely love shimmery bronzers, and this was one of my favorite, most attractive items to reach for that already had a pan on it. In the past, I haven't done long scale items in this project unless I've had to, but this one, I'm just gonna see what I can do on it in the course of the year, maybe finish it up. That would be very exciting. I'm actually getting pretty hopeful. Let me show you what this looked like when I first brought it in January. I reached for it 16 times in the first month. Here's what it was looking like in February. I reached for an additional 25 times, making for 41 uses total. And here's what it was looking like last month. And this month I reached for it 28 times, making for 69 uses total. Here's what it's looking like today. And I'm hoping you're gonna see a really big jump in the size of this pan. I am making pretty quick work of this bronzer. It's not super powdery or anything like that or pigmented, but I think I've just used it so much over the years that it's really starting to get low at the sides. You know, I've already used like the widest portion of this product in that, you know, domed area that comes with these baked style products. So I am really excited that I think I've made a lot of progress on this item. I'm hoping you saw a big jump from last month to this month, and I'm really hopeful that I might be able to finish this year. I didn't think I would. That was a very lofty goal for me, but here we are in April, and I think I've used a good chunk. Maybe I'll get close to finishing it. All I know is I'm really excited about this journey. I'm really happy to be reaching for this bronzer. I absolutely love it. And I am excited to just wear it for the rest of the year. I've had it for, again, years. I'm thinking it's probably close to like 6 or 7 years I've had this bronzer. Still works beautifully. It's about darn time that it's getting the attention it deserves. I'm excited to finally, hopefully, finish up an Hourglass bronzer. I think that is a huge accomplishment. I'm not like changing the world or anything, but I am using a very expensive product that I spent good money on, and I haven't bought bronzer in a long, long time. Thank you to my panning projects. So that one is staying in, and I'm gonna just keep reaching for it and enjoying it and loving it, and hopefully we'll have another big jump for you by the next update. This next item has also been in the project since January. I rolled it in for the 7 of Spades, which is highlight. So of course I reached for a highlighter. This is from Becca. This is the Prosecco Pop Highlighter. This was the last remaining Becca highlighter that I have that didn't have a pan on it. So I wanted to give a go on this one and give it that use that all of my other highlighters have enjoyed over the years. Here's what it was looking like when I first brought it into the project. I reached for it 19 times in the first month. Here's what it was looking like in February. Next month I reached for it an additional 27 times, making for 46 uses. Here's what it was looking like last month. And then this month I used it 29 times, even more than I used my bronzer, making for 75 uses total. And here's what Prosecco Pop is looking like today. And you might see that it has a very nice dip forming in there. I've been using this very like wide fan brush to apply this, so it kind of has like my fan brush type dip in there, which is kind of fun. And I know I'm getting very close to the pan on here, but no pan in sight yet today. I was hopeful I might reach it before I film this update. Maybe like another week of use, I might hit it, but it's gonna stay in the project, and I'm just gonna keep using it through the next month and see how big I can get that pan. I know I'm gonna hit pan on it by the next update. The question is, how big will that pan be? You'll have to stay tuned to find out. 75 uses on this thing is very admirable, I think, and once I have a nice little size juicy pan on here, I know I'm gonna feel like my Becca highlighter collection is officially complete. So that one's staying in. Last month, I drew another Black King, so another item that had a pan had to come into this project. I decided to reach for this one from Tilbury. This is one of their peachy under eye color correctors. I have the shade to medium. So here's what this was looking like last month. You can see it did have a nice little pan on there. My goal is to reach for this 24 times, and I did in fact reach that 24 use goal actually just today. And here's what it's looking like after those 24 uses. And I think that pan has like probably quadrupled in size. We still have a sizable amount of product remaining in there, but I hit my usage goal and I'm going to roll this out. And I think in the time that I've been reaching for this, I've learned that I don't really need this product anymore, at least not if I'm wearing like a full face of makeup. A concealer works perfectly fine, but maybe if I have like a really low makeup, no makeup type day and I just want to correct those under eye circles, this would be a good item to reach for. So maybe I'll try and encourage myself to do something like that in the next few weeks and just experiment with it a little bit more. I am such a makeup lover, and you know, I love panning makeup, that I have a really hard time doing a very simple, plain, you know, minimum makeup look on a daily basis. Or, you know, if I want to feel put together, I'm not going to feel put together if I just put on under eye corrector and like a little bit of cream blush. Like I wish I was that beautiful, but you know, it takes a little bit of cake to to feel confident sometimes. I know it's silly, but that's just like my personal preference. I would like to kind of get past that and grow a little bit in that area of myself and just feel a little more confident without makeup. It's not that I feel like I need it, but I just know I look so much better with it. This is rolling out. I just don't really know if this type of item has a place for me in my collection anymore, and that's good. That's awesome that I'm learning things about what I like, what I don't need to waste my money on, and, you know, hopefully save a little bit of coin that way and just resist buying things that I don't really use or need. Last month, I also drew a 4 of clubs, which was for a focus item. So I went through my little list of items that I want to pan or work on in the year of 2024, and I decided to reach for this Jumbo eye pencil from NYX. These have been on my chopping block for years. Every time I film my makeup inventory videos, I question why I have these. So I wanted to challenge myself to actually use them and see if I even like them, see if they still perform, and decide if they still have a place in my home. My goal for this one was to reach for it 24 times, and I've only reached for it 7 times, so I still have 17 more uses to go on this one. It has not been easy for me to reach for. I just kind of forget about it. It's a really pretty color. If I wear it just by itself, it definitely creases on my lid, but if I top it with a shadow, that doesn't happen. However, what's the point of like putting on a cream shadow if you're just going to top it with other shadow? Like, I don't think it's drastically changing the color of the shadow I'm topping it with. I mean, I'm kind of trying to match colors that are similar to it. And then it also just covers up anything that is provided. I guess it kind of forms like a sticky base, but my eyeshadow primer would do that as well. So I don't know. I'll try wearing this by itself a few more times, maybe with my clean girl look. I'll put, you know, like, oh my God, it'll be so early 2000s of me. I'll just put on a little concealer, a cream eyeshadow, and a little mascara, maybe some eyeliner, call it a day. That was like my high school beat. Who remembers those old cream shadows that came in like these little, maybe quads or quintets? They were like little pots, like 4 little circles of cream eyeshadow. I think it was from Revlon or something like that. And they had like, you know, more neutral colors and like get wild and get like a baby blue or like a pale purple. I loved those. So this kind of reminds me of those days, and I'm going to power through. I'm going to finish the 17 uses on this one, but I'm not quite sure what I'm going to decide to do with it once those 24 uses are up. Right now, I'm leaning towards getting rid of it. Let me know what you think in the comments. How do you use these things? Do you like these things? It still performs. It does. I will say that for as old as it is, it still performs great, but I just don't know if I need to hold on to this any longer. It's just not my preference for eyeshadow anymore. Let me know your thoughts. The last card I drew last month was a 7 of Diamonds liquid, so I decided to reach for, of course, a liquid lipstick. I've been wearing this shade Lover. My goal was to wear it 6 times, and I did meet that 6 use goal. Absolutely love this shade. It's such a pretty cool tone pink. I had a little bit of a scare. I thought I lost it. I wanted to wear it, couldn't find it. Thank God I went on a walk that day. This is the universe shining on me for doing a good thing for myself and going on a walk. I put on one of my favorite little vests that I wear when it's a little bit chilly outside, a little springtime chill. And at the end of my walk, I'm taking off my vest. I reach into my pocket, and there was my lipstick. I'd been missing it for like over a week, and I was panicking. I really was, because I love this shade, and it still performs beautifully. Again, there's the shade. I just love it. It's been pairing beautifully with so many of the eyeshadows I've been panning. It looks so pretty with pinks and purples and taupes, and I'm so glad I got 6 uses on it. Oh, by the way, this is the shade Lover, and this is from KVD. Back when it was Kat Von D is when I purchased this, but now it's KVD Beauty, and I really still believe this formula is pretty darn good. It doesn't last forever, but I don't always need that. So that one's rolling out, but I'm happy that I got to hang out with it for a month. So we have these 3 items staying in. We know that this one isn't going anywhere for a while. This one is very, very close to hitting goal, and this one is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but we're going to get there. And that leaves those 2 that are rolling out, the color corrector and the liquid lipstick. So I get to draw 2 new cards this month, and I'm super excited to see what else I get to play with, see what else I can draw in from my plan to pan list, or maybe I'll be pushed outside the box and have to bring in something different. I don't know. So I have my little green buddy here, my deck of cards, and here is the Joker card. If you didn't already know, if you draw the Joker, you have to pan something that you really don't want to pan, like something that's a big challenge for you, a red lipstick, a pencil liner, whatever it is for you that is difficult to pan, or maybe something you don't want to pan. You don't want to get rid of it, but you have to now because you drew the Joker. I mean, really, you get to choose your own adventure here, but that's what the Joker's all about. So the Joker's in here. I'm gonna slide it into the deck. So while I go through the painful process of trying to shuffle these awkwardly shaped round cards, you can take a look at the game board for this month. In this project, the face cards always stay the same, but every month, Emily ever so lovingly shuffles the numbered cards just to keep a little bit of variety into this project, make sure that, you know, we're getting new prompts each time. Sometimes the same prompts will stay on the board. They'll just move position. So even if you draw different cards, sometimes you can still get the same prompt. But I think she does kind of survey the board after she shuffles it just to make sure that things aren't repeating too often. Got the cards. I'm going to do my best to shuffle them the old-fashioned way. It's probably not best for the cards. They're kind of getting misshapen when I do that. Then I have to go with this strategy where I just kind of like slide them into each other, you know. And I do a little bit of this, you know. None of these are ideal, but I'm gonna do my best, like I always do. I'm gonna do one final cut. I'm gonna do that. Okay, now these top two cards, those are my cards. Send the vibes. Good vibes, good vibes. I haven't even looked at the game board yet. Okay, so we have a 10 of clubs. I was thinking about that one. And the 6 of hearts. Okay, whew, no Joker. I've been safe this year so far, knock on wood. Let me go to the game board and see what those 2 prompts are. The prompt for 10 of clubs was affordable, so I have to find something affordable in my collection that I want to work on. And then the next one, 6 of hearts, is graveyard, which I've never gotten that prompt before. So that's something that you have panned in the past, that you rolled out, that you didn't meet your goal on, something like that. So I'm gonna have to think about that one and see what I can draw back from the graveyard. So I'm gonna do some thinking and I will be right back with those items. All right, I think I've got some fun ones to introduce to the project, at least I think so. So for the 10 of clubs, an affordable item, I decided to reach for another liquid lipstick. Are you surprised? I know, you're just shocked. But you know I want to cycle through them this year. I decided to bring in this liquid lipstick from Sephora. This is actually their cream lip stain. I think this sells for like $11 or $12. It's definitely affordable, and I really actually like this item. It's the only color of this formula that I have, but I really enjoy it. It lasts really well. This is the shade 13. I don't know if it has a name, but number 13. Here's what the swatch looks like. You can see it's pretty similar to Lover. I'm just really feeling the cool tone pinks. The other lipsticks that I'm currently working on are very warm tone, so I just want to have some variety in my lip items that I get to choose from. My goal for this liquid lipstick will also be to use it 6 times. I'm pretty sure I can do that in a month, and I haven't used this one in a long time. Maybe I grabbed for it once in the past year, but I haven't given it devoted attention in quite a while. So I'm excited to see if I still like this. I think I do, and to get some use on it in the next coming weeks. The next prompt, graveyard, I really had to go back and forth. I'm between 2 items and I'm thinking I might just roll them both in. I know, I'm very brave and adventurous, but I couldn't choose. So I have this cream blush from Alouette. This came into my deck of panning 2 years ago when I first started doing this project, and it was a long haul item. I think I set 100 uses or something like that on this blush. So I got a lot of that product used. It was full when I brought it in, and after 100 uses I got a nice little pinch on there. Don't use a lot of this product obviously when I did reach for it. So here is what it looks like. It's kind of liquidy. So this is another one that I'm like, do I still like this? We're gonna find out. So here's the swatch. I should probably spread it out. I have so many things going on in my hand right now. You can probably see how, you know, kind of greasy it almost looks. Let me kind of rub it out on my other hand. So there it is, like all blended out. We're gonna try it. We're bringing it in. We'll see if I still like it. My tastes have kind of changed in the last few years. I'm gonna put a 15 use goal on this. Nothing too crazy. I just kind of wanna bring it in and experiment with it. So that one is my first item, and I couldn't help myself because I almost brought in this one. This is from CoveFX. This is their Shimmer Veil. It's like a shimmery cream liquid eyeshadow. And remember when these were so popular, all those like liquid shadow toppers? I don't really use those anymore, but this is a really pretty shade. I got this in a BoxyCharm, and it's one of the few BoxyCharm items that I really loved. I remember when I rolled this into my deck of panning, it was the first time I ever drew the matches your shirt card, and I literally was wearing this exact same shirt, so it's kind of fitting that I'm now being drawn to this item again. It's a really pretty lavender shimmer, pinky, so sparkly. You can see it matches my shirt like to the T. Did I match it or did I match it? But this one is getting very dry. Last time I reached for it, the other day I was going out with a girlfriend, I had a pink look, and I was like, you know what? Let's go for something fun. Let's add some more glitter to this. And then I tried to apply it and I was like, uh-oh. that's a little bit of a struggle. It was hardly transferring onto my eyelid, so it is very, very low. You can see the sides are windowing. We can scrape some of the product. I believe I'm gonna remove the stopper from this after I film this video. And my goal for this one is just gonna see what I can do with it for the next month. I'm gonna maybe try and use it, like, let's say 8. 8 is my favorite number, one of my favorite numbers. So I'm gonna try and get 8 uses on this. And if I struggle with those 8 uses, if I don't make it to 8, then I know it needs to go in the garbage. If I make those 8 uses, I know that I gave it one final breath of life before I said goodbye to it and sent it off to the landfill to rot in perpetuity on our poor planet. It makes me sad. But that's the idea for this item. It's life with me. It's useful makeup existence is coming to an end, and we're gonna give her one last final party. Few nights out. I'm going to a Taylor Swift rave dance party on Saturday, so she might be coming with me. So I'm doing it. I'm bringing in 2 items for 1 prompt. I'm such an overachiever. And that is it for my deck of painting update. I really hope you enjoyed it. I had fun with this one. I'm just in a kind of a silly mood today. Maybe it's because I'm really tired. I don't know, but I'm rolling with it. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. I love hearing from you. What do you think about my choices? What did you choose? I love watching these videos. They're some of my favorites to consume, and I hope that I also added a little bit of enjoyment to your day, a little bit of entertainment, a little bit of content for your liking, and all of your support really does help me out, so I do appreciate it. I hope you're having a great day. I'm sending my love out to you wherever you are in the world that this video finds you, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. But until then, bye.